Okay. All right. We're live. Alrighty. Well, Charles, this is our second podcast together.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
We'll do this like
To the second time. What episode is this? Do you know?
This is like 12 or something or 13.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
by
think
now.
I think I was 6. So if it's 12, it's like you gotta have to have me on every.
Oh,
6
it's like an
episode.
anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on for 18 and 24 and 30.
Okay. Well, you're the math guy. You gotta
Well,
keep track of that.
I'll keep track. I'll keep track.
Oh man, show us your Tesla hat there
Here we go.
for the viewers.
I can rock it, I guess.
He's holding a Tesla hat.
I think is it backwards? There we go.
So your brother just moved to Kitchener, Ontario for work at Tesla. Eh?
Yeah, so he moved to Kitchener and he's gonna be living there indefinitely. Actually, not really sure how long. He's trying to, kind of move up the ranks, and they opened up a new store in Kitchener.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably his best bet of like managing the actual store and everything. And so that's really what he's trying to work towards. So best of luck.
And so
Shout out Chris.
So he's working at Tesla. He's a manager right now?
No, right now he's actually just working on the floor.
Okay.
Actually, it's a good question. I think he might be like overseeing the actual like mechanics. He was put in charge of actually like hiring the mechanics because there's a huge shortage of Tesla mechanics. We're looking like they can't keep up with like service demands, and that's something that they're really trying to focus on. But not a lot of schools are actually offering like certifications for like electric vehicle maintenance, right? Like there's a lot of that for like like motor vehicles and everything, but not really for electric vehicles. So it's a little bit of a challenge, and so they're recruiting a lot of people saying, hey, try to go find as many people as you can. And so I think he's in charge of that as well. So he's trying to take on as much responsibility as possible, I think. And yeah,
that's true, because not a lot of people. I mean, electric cars, you're seeing more and more of them on the streets now, but I feel like now it's a mechanic to fix your car is more common than a mechanic to fix your electric vehicle.
Yeah, it's such a like up-and-coming industry, and mechanics are certified, right? Like you have to go to school to be a mechanic, and then you can work. I'm pretty sure you need like a certification. Same thing for like most trades, like an electrician, plumber, and everything. Electric vehicles like this, that's also starting, like that's going to be one of the new ones. And just the fact is that it's going to come, but today it's not really there. A lot of schools are starting to really invest more and more into those programs, and it's like
an electric vehicle trade.
Exactly. Yeah, literally. And, that'll probably kill demand for people wanting to go to mechanic school to work on like combustion engines, right? Like mechanics are going to end up being Tesla mechanics now.
They're going to be like old enthusiasts,
Yeah,
like
it's true.
A blacksmith. It's going to be like the same thing for a car. Like
it's like a dying art,
It's so sad.
It's so sad. It is. It's very sad. Right? But, that's life.
At least you'll have a little bit of that sauce,
Yeah.
When your kids are older, I used to drive gasoline.
Yeah.
What's gasoline, Dad?
Yeah. It's true, man. That's true.
So do they get paid better than normal mechanics, or you don't really know?
I don't really know. I would assume the same.
I would assume
But
they
I
get
don't
paid more, because the thing about ordering a Tesla is like you have to wait almost a year or two before you get one. My uncle, he ordered a Model Y, and he never drove it. Okay. But when he got it, it was almost a year he had to wait. He didn't like the way it drove. Oh, yeah? He sold it the next day for 10% more than he got it, because people can't get it, but they'd rather skip the line and pay you money.
Can't keep up. Absolutely. That's a huge thing, and that's why a lot of Tesla employees have like preference over. That's why my brother got it pretty early. My brother got it, I think like maybe I want to say like 4 to 6 months after he had ordered it, which is obviously like extremely fast considering how long wait times are. I think it's really because he's an employee and he got preference, but they actually lock you as an employee. They say you can't sell your car after at least 12 months. So you have to wait a year before you can sell your car.
But he's on a lease, right?
Well, he's financing it. He's not leasing it. He's financing
it. So he could sell it. Yeah.
He could sell it. Yeah.
So he can sell it at a huge profit if he wants in 12 months, right?
Yeah. And I think that's what he's looking at doing. It's also Tesla employees get full self-driving for free. So you know how there's full self-driving on the cars. It's a $10,000 option. Right? The employees get it for free.
That's crazy.
So the car,
because they only have to download something, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And if you go out and buy a Model 3 and you say no, I don't need it, and then 2 years from now you decide you want it.
I want it. Yeah.
You can get it. Yeah. And you just download it like an app on your computer.
That's crazy.
And then your car is just going to start driving itself. which is pretty nuts.
It's like a game, you know. It's like
I
a
know.
video game update, you know.
I know.
DLC.
That's like, yeah, and that's actually one of like the huge advantages of Tesla and how it has advantage over its competition is that, you know how like you hear like about like recalls, like there's recalls on cars all the time. You know, Ford, GM, Tesla, every automaker has like recalls. They say like, look, like something went wrong, whatever it may be. All the cars need to go back to the dealership. It's all going to be paid for by the company. Like it's bad, you know. And so as a shareholder,
costs a lot, maintenance and logistics.
Exactly. You need to get all of your Tesla mechanics to start working on all of these cars. You know, it's a huge problem. The reason Tesla can get around that is because all of their updates, all their maintenance can be done by software updates.
It's crazy.
They can be done over the air. You don't have to bring them in.
It could be in your garage and then you get an update.
Yeah, connect to your Wi-Fi and then you're good.
Can you deny these updates or do you have to get them?
No, you could deny the updates,
Really?
but you're probably going to be limited in like the features you have.
Do you think your car lags when it's on the road? You know, it's like
probably, you know, probably. But yeah, that's kind of one of the big advantages it has.
Yeah,
which is crazy to think about. Like, they're literally like that's why like Teslas are cars, but they're not cars. They're computers. You know,
it's true.
And it's just software. That's why Tesla's not a car company; it's a software company.
Yeah, I'm sure you could be a computer.
It just happens to have wheels
and join the company. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I want to bring it back to like just so that's why I think the Tesla mechanics maybe they make more because since you know they can't ship these cars out to a lot of people, and you're saying there's a finite amount of people who know how to Tesla mechanics.
Scarce.
So maybe they'll pay more because they're given the amount of people that are actually mechanics, which is little.
That's a good point.
Telling me.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're probably right. But like I said, like I'm not sure, you know. But yeah, you're probably right. I would say they'll probably pay the same, if not more.
That's not a bad career path to like look into if you don't know what you want to do, because I'm sure it's a lot easier than working on like a regular car, a car. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot less dirty. You know.
I feel
you work with cars. Like I worked at a mechanic for a couple of weeks. You know.
Yeah, tell the viewers about that.
Yeah, you get dirty, man. You get dirty. You're doing oil changes. You're doing like if you're not wearing your suit, you're screwed. You know, you're changing tires. You're lifting things. Everything you touch is dirty. You know.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
So.
And you feel like that's the thing when you work a job like that. I mean, I did a lot of construction. You come back home and feel like you have become whatever that your environment, your grief. I mean, for me, it was all dust. I was like spitting out like dust and stuff. You know,
see, I really didn't like that.
Yeah,
and that's what really like. That's why after a few weeks, I was like, I can't do this.
It definitely has a toll on like your mentality. You feel like a worker. You're gonna smoke. You're gonna go to McDonald's. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know.
All
that it toughens you up, but not for the better.
It's also like the people you're around, man. They're not it. You know.
Yeah,
it's not it. So, I mean, look, anyway, it pays very well, to anyone that does it. Like, look, we need those guys. So thank you to everyone doing that. For me, it's a no-go,
I mean, it's a good career if you like say like for a couple of years, you work as like an excavator or whatever for like an excavation company. You decide after a while, like, okay, I think I know how to do this. You go out and you start your own. Look, some excavators, man, like, like depending on the job, they make big money.
Make a lot of money.
You can make big money if you monetize whatever that is, and you're not working as a, as an employee for another company. You can make good money. But then again, it takes a toll on your body.
Well, that's the thing. And you also gotta keep sharp, you gotta know what it is. Like, look, the people around you are gonna end up after work going to the bar. They're gonna buy cartons of cigarettes. They're gonna, what I'm saying? Like, you're in probably, I know this is generalizing and I hate to do that, but it's true. You're in an environment where people aren't very responsible, and you're paid very well. And so you have a lot of freedoms in that regard, but it's also like you work like a dog, and so you just have to be mindful of that. You don't want to make $80,000 a year and then be spending $30,000 of that on food at every lunch hour or after work, or going to get a case of beer or this or that. Like, you don't want to do that.
Well, a lot of that hard work, it's like you're working so hard, you don't feel like you have the time to make yourself a sandwich the night before, or you feel like you're so tired, you need to like mask that tiredness by smoking cigarette or like healing yourself. Like you're kind of like you're medicating yourself through garbage, I guess you could say, you know?
I know. And that's I think one of the biggest pitfalls, you know, and you get comfortable like that. And you think, oh, okay, like I got to go back to work. Well, shit, at least I'll get a nice, meal, a nice, I'll go order, I'll Uber Eats this and I'll do that and I'll make it easier, you know? That's great and all, but then you're just making average salary doing a bum ass job that frankly isn't going to scale unless you actually put in the work.
It's true. You could be sitting behind a computer desk making the same money and,
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing is exactly that, in a shortage of laborers, there's so much potential for these people. Like I think anyone going into trades right now is doing a good service to their life. You know what I mean? They're going to do very well. You can scale that up. Like it'll go as far as you want to, you start your own company and hire your own workers. Like you'll go very far,
especially now with like access to the internet. You have an entrepreneurship generation. A lot of people hate the Zoomers, but I feel like out of all the generations, like
Zoomers, what are Zoomers?
We're a Zoomer, me and you.
We're Zoomers?
We're Zoomers,
Oh, Gen Z.
Gen
Z.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Gen
Zoomers,
Z.
Boomers.
We're called the Zoomers.
No shit, eh?
Yeah, we're the TikTok generation, the content creator generation, the fucking entrepreneur generation, all that stuff, the social media generation.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about the next generation though, man. Because they seem like they're
metaverse generation.
The difference between us and them is like I feel like they've grown up consuming as opposed to us. Like half our lives, sure, we might have had a Game Boy or an iPod, but we were kind of at the dinner table. We were seeing like the conversations.
We still kind of had that 50-50 sort of mix. Like when I was a kid, I was riding around on my bike. I must have scraped my knee about 80,000 times outside,
Yeah.
Like, where I feel like today, you hand a kid an iPad, you're a good parent. You know what I mean? That's it.
It's a pacifier.
Put a bow on it, you're a parent.
It's a modern day pacifier.
Yeah, it is. And it's very sad.
It is
very, very sad.
Oh my God.
Then we wonder why everyone has ADHD and stuff. It's rough, man. It's going to end up being just a complete epidemic of kids who can't pay attention.
But to be fair, okay, so there's that. But also, like, I was at dinner the other day with some, family friends, and they have a little daughter. She's just turning. She's going to grade 5. She's tiny, but so she was on her phone and stuff all the whole time during the dinner. But after, like, I saw them the second day. We started hearing her talk. I'm like, holy shit, this girl, like,
well spoken,
very well spoken.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I was that smart at her age. She was like.
Really?
Yeah, she's like a businessman. But then again, she was from New York. Maybe that's what it is. New York City.
New York.
That's the chap type of
How old was she?
She was in grade 5, grade 4.
Wow.
But it wasn't like she was like telling us about the universe. It was just the way she spoke. Like, and to be fair, it was her dad. She's telling her like you didn't take me shopping enough or something. But the way she like did it was, and you could tell like she had an audience. She was like looking at us, like kind of like talking.
Really?
Yeah. She
That's
was.
weird. I wonder if
she could be like a business owner. I mean, she talks better than some people at our age. So that's what I was thinking. Wow. Like, if you give this girl like a couple, years, yeah. But that's because of her parents, I think, because both her parents are super successful.
Okay.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe. I wonder if maybe we're wrong about it. Like I think about that sometimes. Maybe we're completely wrong about this. Like, and just like hear me out. Maybe technology is actually. I mean, it definitely has its pros and cons, right? And I think maybe one of its pros is that it makes us more intelligent. Now, hold on. There's an asterisk next to that, okay? Like, intelligent how? Intelligent as in knowledgeable, right? Like, say, Riverpool, like, the internet, like, you can become quite knowledgeable in what you do, If you go, if you go looking for information, you'll find it. Whereas, a few generations ago, your knowledge, right, your base of knowledge is pretty limited, It's limited to what you studied and what you did in your life, You don't really know much about anything else. So maybe like kids growing up right off the bat on the internet, in technology, constantly getting stimulus, like information flowing in and out all the time, their brain can process that much information. Maybe that does make them smarter.
Yeah.
But weaker in other areas, attention and this and that.
I completely agree with you. And they have the choice to listen to who they want. That's obviously a double-ended sword, but For us, we had to go to school, listen to
Yeah.
these teachers.
Listen to Miss Bloom.
Okay,
Is what it
Miss
is.
Bloom is cool,
Yeah.
whatever. And then we'd come home. I mean, I'm saying a little younger, like primary
okay.
school.
Okay.
And then we'd come home and then we watch like whatever's on TV, the programming, And those programs are like, you don't get to choose what program you watch. Now you get to choose what program you watch.
Yeah.
You get to go on YouTube. If you're a 13-year-old, you can decide I'm gonna just watch Elon Musk videos rather than watching Ben 10.
Right.
We didn't get to watch
Odd
Fairly Odd Parents. We didn't get
Good
to.
show.
We didn't get to choose that. We didn't get to choose.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and maybe that makes kids a little more ambitious.
Maybe. But the fact that they're on the computer the whole time, it also makes me
pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there that are gonna make insane use of this. Like there's no doubt. But on the other hand, social media, that's very toxic. And it draws a lot of people in. It doesn't exactly. It's not a very it doesn't take much intellect to dive into that, and to fall prey to these kinds of things. And so the vast majority of people are kind of, unfortunately, I think, gonna fall into that pit, that kind of social media pit, we'll call it. But maybe some of them are gonna come out smarter, Coders and software engineers, dude, these are the guys leading the future.
It's true. It's true.
They're the builders of the future.
They're certainly a lot smarter, and I feel like they're a lot smarter. But the thing is, I think we're at like a crossroads between like intelligence and empathy.
Okay.
Where I feel like like you look at like a guy like Al Pacino or Robert De Niro. Obviously, they're not like prime example, but when you see them act.
Okay.
You see these guys, they're hustling and bustling in New York. You could see that they have these emotions and these characters. And I just feel like with the internet and all that stuff, you're kind of forced to stay at your computer desk. You're not taking as much of those risks. Maybe you are taking risks on the internet. I don't know. But
you're 100% right.
But
it's yes and then no, right?
I'm talking about for the West specifically. Maybe that'll.
Yeah. My thing is that if everyone starts communicating via, the internet, well, then there's no reason to go out and hustle on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously we're talking like jokingly here, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If everyone's communicating on the internet and everything happens on the internet and this is what it is, then it's like that kind of becomes like the street smarts, I guess, or no?
On the internet, the street smarts?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think like think 20 years from now, right? Like, I mean, like, look, man, everything could be replaced online. We just went through 2 years of schooling online. The fact that we're going back in person is kind of a joke.
Well, here's the deal. We have to look at
I think it's good.
The generations, right?
Yeah.
Like, we have to explain to our parents all the time how to use technology.
Yeah. But are they now going to explain it to us? And if so, what are they going to explain to us? You see what I'm saying? And then does that make them smarter than us?
Well, if we decide not to integrate to whatever the generation gets.
But eventually you'll be forced to, just like they were forced to, right? Boomers are all over Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, there's no doubt, But eventually they don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of sucks. We just cut.
I think we're still going on here.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, you're right.
But that's the thing. It's like I think eventually there'll come a time where you don't have a choice,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to immigrate.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of have to go to your son and be like, tell me how to do this. Like, I don't know how to work this thing,
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that may be, which would be interesting.
Yeah. I think it's weird because, I mean, the latest things are right now, like that the possible future trend is like Neuralink and then VR, the metaverse. And me and you, we both had this attitude of like, fuck that. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to put like a helmet on and, live our lives like that.
Right.
But then again, I mean, it's like, it looks so cool.
Cool. Yeah. You see, that's where it is.
Yeah.
There's a reason we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason. And eventually, that experience is gonna be for everyone, you know, and it'll draw you in, man.
But the thing is, those
and it'll take over every industry.
But if we have like a crisis such as global, because I think global warming, like now, like paying attention to global warming, but I decided like I can't go on like an idiot. I have to like educate myself on this. So I got this book, and I think it's called. You see, you're talking to a fucking orangutan. I don't know the name of the book.
That's fine.
But I don't know. It's like some shit. I fucking don't know. But it's
whatever.
It's written by this Jewish guy. Okay.
Okay.
So you know it's gonna be good. Yeah. And
all you need to know.
The introduction is by Steven Pinker, who's actually a well-known professor from Montreal.
Jesse Pinkman's brother.
Steven Pinkman, yo, bitch. But
yeah, go on.
I feel like that's you know, we global warming is a big deal, and I don't know. You know, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I feel like you ever watch that movie 2012?
Yeah, man.
You know how like that guy had to like fucking. He's like, I know we got to get to the airport. We got all those were like real life scenarios. Right. If you stayed on the computer the whole time, you never had experience. You never got your pilot's license because like he had his. Yeah. How would you be able to think quick on your feet if that ever happens?
No, you're completely screwed.
Yeah,
you're completely screwed. I mean, okay, like. What's hard about this conversation is that all of this is hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
Like, and we don't even know what we're hypothesizing on, right? Like what technology are we even talking about? But in that kind of world where like, let's just say like, you know, just like bear with us, like Neuralink, everyone's on Neuralink and connected through Neuralink and virtual reality. As soon as the internet cuts out, you're screwed. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
You're screwed. You don't know what to do. And that's a little bit scary, you know?
100%. And also, there's like, you could be hacked, you know? There's also the ability of you can be hacked.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why, like, when they start talking about smart cities, have you ever heard of smart cities?
No.
They basically want to, like, and this is like talks, like, they want to connect the whole city. And like, so you'll have internet everywhere you walk. You'll have internet.
Oh, okay.
But everything is like 5G. Everything is like connected. Right. So you can shut down like a city.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Like,
and there's cameras everywhere, and you can see where everyone is.
Like a police state kind of vibe,
right?
You know, which is kind of like a little iffy for me.
It's definitely
it's like China kind of.
I think unfortunately,
I'm gonna have some salami on rye.
Go ahead.
You want some salami?
No, I'm good. I had some dinner before, but I think unfortunately, again, there's pros and cons to that whole thing. You know, crime will be down. Right, like crime will be down, but then again, like privacy breach will be up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Time will tell what the implications of that are. But I think whether you like it or not, that's inevitable.
I feel like there'll be three societies though. Just like there is, there'll be the criminals / revolutionaries. There'll be like the bots, NPCs, everyone who's plugged in, and then there'll be like the government. You know what I mean? And I feel like I don't know how democratic society will be. I mean, the West is pretty democratic, but the problem is marketing, and I feel like just like the way we are all addicted to like social media and consume, like that might be the way that we get what's it called? Finessed into like this society, you know, where we're all like bots or NPCs, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be rough, you know? I think a lot of people I think the new generation are going to be the ones to say like, it's fine. You don't know what you're talking about. We're just going to do it. They'll be like the early adopters of this whole thing. Whereas we'll eventually, going back to what we were saying, we're going to be kind of forced to partake in that. Just like our parents are now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then again, we say I say forced, and it's like, dude, I know parents that are more than happy to go on their phones.
Mm-hmm.
Like their lives have changed. It's given them purpose, you know.
They scroll endlessly.
They scroll. They do this. They do that. Like it's so hard to quantify the benefits and kind of downsides, or you know, or the negative aspects of the internet and of technology. You know, there's also so much good. You know. Like even just in medicine, you know, a lot of advances, and it's like at an exponential rate. Like that's the thing, right? technology doesn't just go up. It's not like a linear thing, right? It's exponential, right? So like that's why in these last like, does anyone remember what post like pre 2010 looked like? Like it looked nothing like the world today.
You think so?
Know? Absolutely, bro.
In what sense?
In the sense that no one was as connected as they are now. No one had the technology that they had now, and I think just overall people's sentiment.
You still had
about the
Facebook
world,
in 2009. You still had
very early.
You still had
very early. It was founded in. I don't even think we did. It was founded in 2008.
No, dude, because the Social Network came out in 2009.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes way.
With what was his name?
Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, but Justin Timberlake.
Was it Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake, man. He played the founder of Napster. I remember that.
In the Social Network?
In the Social Network.
Dude, he's such an insignificant character, though.
I know. I don't understand. But anyway.
They had FaceTime, I think.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Okay, let's look it up.
Dude, there was like dial-up internet.
I remember 2010 was pretty. I was playing Roblox in 2010.
My car came out in 2010.
When did
what about like 2005? Like the 2000s, right? Like
okay, 2005. Yeah,
the first iPhone came out in what 2006?
Okay, actually 2010 is the year FaceTime came out, June 24th.
Right, and when we say came out, you know what I'm saying? Like it was very wonky.
But Skype's been around since 2003. Okay, here's what I will say.
Okay.
I think this technology has always been around, but I don't think as I was thinking about this the other day, as society goes, like computers were only reserved for people who worked at NASA. 20 years later, it became to like the stockbrokers. 20 years later, and it's like everyone's using computers in the 90s. And then everyone like if you're not using a computer in the 2000s or like 2010, it's like weird,
Yeah.
Because everything is by email. So I think as like. The technology's been around, but like the technology that we're going to see in 10 years is probably around. It's just we haven't been exposed to it,
It's going to grow fast.
Yeah. It's like Palantir's using it, maybe.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. They build like supercomputers and stuff like that. Like Tesla has a supercomputer. So does Google.
What is a super? Can you go on PH like in 2 seconds?
So there's something called an exaflop.
Yeah.
Which is... it's a huge number, okay? And so a supercomputer, the first supercomputer performed. No, thank you. I'm good. The first supercomputer the other day, okay, this is a huge breakthrough in technology. Performed 1 exaflop worth of problems, which are math calculations. 1 exaflop. You should look up how much that is, okay? An exaflop worth of problems in 1 second.
Exaflop.
No, like EXA. The first one.
Exaflop.
Yeah. 1 quintillion floating point operations per second. So 1 quintillion. Okay, so that's exascale computing. So this is like, imagine solving, like how long do you think it would take you to solve like a basic math equation? Like a 3 times 24. Just like how long do you think that would take you? Like in seconds? Like what?
3 minutes.
5 minutes. Not take you 3 minutes. I hope it doesn't take you 3 minutes. No, 3 times 20. 3 times 25. Okay, 75. Okay, takes you. Let's call it 5 seconds for the average person. Okay, in 1 second, there's 1 quintillion operations being done in 1 second.
What's one quintillion is after trillion?
Trillion. I believe it's look it up.
Sounds like a fucking asshole. Squillion,
Quintillion. Look this up.
Quintillion,
yeah.
Reptilian.
Because it's his brother, Squilliam.
Yeah.
Squilliam or whatever.
Quintillion. Yeah. So it's
10 to the power of 18.
That means there's 18 zeros?
Wait, 1,000 raised to the power of 6. Right. So it's 10 to the power of 18. It's 1,000,000 raised to the power of 5. 10 to the power. That's such a shitty way of putting it. Okay.
Bro, I have no idea.
Quintillion.
Let me look.
Yeah, just look up the number.
Here, this is it. So how many zeros do you see?
Okay, 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion, 4, 5. So it's 5. It's not like quadrillion, it's quintillion. It's 5. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, all that to say, that's kind of what that's where technology is going.
It's calculating things really fast.
So fast. Things that are like not possible for the human brain, you know? And And to us, it's like, okay, but like, who gives a fuck? Like, it doesn't matter, dude. Everything in our world, every piece of technology we have, like, that's what it's based on.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it's like this is all a super vague explanation, but all this to say, like, technology grows at an exponential rate. Like, we can't even keep up. The size of microchips and the processing power of them doubles roughly every 2 or 3 years. It doubles. Okay, so like, remember when you used to go to get your? Do you ever have like those cameras? Not the disposable cameras, but like, you ever have like a Canon camera?
Yeah,
like
the pixels or whatever.
SD, yeah, and you would get like 32 gigabytes or
Yeah.
like this and that. Dude, today that's like, it's worth garbage, because like we can give you like 2 terabytes. We'll get you 2 terabytes. Back then it was like 2 terabytes. You'd get that from a supercomputer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's
that was
always
like,
every year it's getting better.
exactly, and it's getting cheaper and better and smaller. Let's think, everything's getting smaller, cheaper, and faster.
So
you know what I'm saying? So it's also like, in every industry is being revolutionized. Medicine, technology, where it's gaming or school or architecture, building, like everything is technology today. And so it's like there's no telling, man, but it's exciting. It's exciting.
It's pretty exciting.
Obviously, you can be pessimistic about it, and it's easy to be, but it's like, I'd like to look on the good side and say, like, it's going to be pretty cool. I don't want, to put things in my brain or anything like that, but I guess we'll have to see what happens.
I don't know. I get attracted to like the just kind of like the worst case scenario way of it, because I'm kind of like, I'm pretty realist through the way I look at things,
Okay, yeah.
So like, when it comes to like, you talk about politics, geopolitics, whatever, I'm going to look at it from like what I see as like the realist standpoint. I'm not going to like look at it through like, oh, this is what they say or whatever. I'm like, no, here are the facts.
It's like, this is what it is.
So I think it eventually leads to like something that might be like, I think there's definitely going to be a line in the sand where we have to cross and say like, okay, are we going to really settle for like this type of society? I mean, it's already happening now. You see, mental health is going up crazy,
Yeah, like
and people problems, need to like,
yeah,
because of social media, whatever. But yeah, it's true. Everything is becoming much faster. And one thing that's becoming real faster. One thing in specific that's really fast is doing a podcast with Stream Studio. Stream Studio is one of the easiest ways to start a podcast. I mean, it took us 30 seconds to get this set up, right, Charles?
Not a problem in the world.
Not a problem in the world. It's actually like super easy. All you got to do is go on stream.studio, and then you put in your email, and bada bing, bada boom, you'll get a little code. You put that code in, and then you could start a podcast. It's as easy as that. Yeah. I've never had any trouble with Stream Studio. Anytime I've ever used it, it's been slick, to the point. And honestly, like, I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to use this platform every day. Every day I use it in the shower. I use it when I'm working. Sometimes I like to make work podcasts. I do a podcast by myself. I practice. My mom even started a podcast. With your mom, right?
Right. Yeah, a cooking show.
Yeah, a cooking show. It's called it's
Persian Italian mini show.
Yeah, it's a Persian Italian little show. They make recipes and stuff,
And they feed it to Minnie, the little dog.
Yeah, Minnie's the judge,
Minnie's the judge.
If she eats it, then Minnie's my dog.
It passes. It usually passes.
It usually passes because she'll eat anything. Yeah, she'll eat anything. But anyways, it's made it possible for my mom and his mom to figure out how to use that technology. And honestly, it's revolutionary. It's never in quintillion years. I think that's possible.
There you go. Look at that. I learned a new word today.
What do you think about Stream Studio, Charles?
I think it's fantastic. I think it's the easiest way for a peer-to-peer. Why are you laughing?
No, I don't know.
No, it's the best peer-to-peer, kind of streaming service I've ever heard of. Definitely very easy to use. And so for that, it gets 2 thumbs up.
Gets 2 thumbs up. Even everyone's using it these days. And if you're not using Stream Studio, you're going to be left behind in the race of technology. Yeah. Anyways, but all that to say, we should call Liam.
Yeah. You want to see if he's available?
Yeah, get your phone and call him.
Try.
Liam is a fellow associate at Stream, and we'd like to see his perspective on realism.
You think we should just voice call him or FaceTime?
Yeah, call him on the voice. We're just calling. Oh, did he answer or no?
Well, I don't know if you just hung up on me there. It was a little bit rude there, Lee.
Fucking asshole. For the viewers, we're just calling an old friend of ours.
No, that's a no-go.
Give him a FaceTime on FaceTime thing. Does he like do it right away? Like
That's weird. I've never seen that happen.
it's weird. And
It
if you
seems to be offline or something.
yeah. Well, we'll get him. We'll get him. We're gonna fight hard. We're gonna win.
I think it might be a no-go.
Mm.
Either way, it's fine. We got
Miami things. Maybe his phone is corroded or something. You know. It's hot out
I
there.
say call if you can.
Did you see the flooding that happened in Miami like 3 weeks ago?
I know. Did you see the flooding that happened here? The 40 was flooded. Cars,
Where did it happen? Here?
Yeah, on the 40.
Really?
On Grand Prix weekend, that Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Cars flooded. It was really bad.
Really?
Really bad. Yeah.
I wasn't
We
here.
had
Well, I was here, but I didn't hear about it.
oh man, it was not pretty.
Really?
People lost their cars and everything. There were like the sewers like blew up because there was so much pressure built
Get
in.
the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, I swear to God. I'm surprised you didn't see any of the videos.
No.
Oh, terrible.
What do I look up? Montreal flooding?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Global warming. You think that's a part of global warming?
Like, look, I don't remember seeing any of those rains when we were young. So
Montreal
That's all I'm
flooding,
gonna say.
right?
Yeah.
They say Miami's going to be underwater in 10 years. Liam hates it when I say that. He's like, it's all fucking, it's propaganda. That's what he says.
it's all propaganda, right? It's propaganda till it happens, bro.
This streak is far from over.
It's true.
Toujours de la surveillance pour les ponts.
We're watching the pumps, always worried the water will rise overnight, says Jean Leroux.
On vit sous stress.
We're stressed.
I'm putting all sandbags around the windows, inside my door to block it.
Give me a
Luciano
turkey on
Leroux
rye.
home flooded 2 years ago, and he says the water is starting to seep in again.
I love this place.
How far is it from where we live?
Someone can give me something for the house, I'll move out and buy another house, you know? You're so discouraged.
Sorry.
A lot of areas in Montreal flooded,
Mm-hmm.
but the place where we get the most floods are actually like right off the island, specifically the area. I think it's called like Île aux Tourtes.
Is it near
It's
the
like-
water?
Yeah, it's right near the water. As soon as you go, like you're going on the 40,
Mm-hmm.
you pass over that bridge. That area floods, and people every time have to come bring sandbags, and they sandbag their house.
Oh my God.
But like, dude, like it's bad,
Who the
man.
hell wants to live there?
Well, that's the thing.
How much is real estate worth down there?
How much do you think they pay in insurance, bro?
They're paying, they're paying a lot, eh?
Their insurance premium must be ridiculous.
So why the hell do they live there? What's it called? Île aux Tourtes?
Bravo.
Île-
Île aux Tourtes, I'm pretty sure.
Can you spell? I don't know how to spell this shit. I was just working full time in French right now at a bank. And listen, I know how to speak French, but I don't know what Île aux
Yeah.
Tourtes. What is that even? Oh, is this near when you want to go to what's it called?
Yeah, see?
Vaudreuil. This is-
Exactly.
oh, this
So
is
right
past
here.
Vaudreuil.
Okay, so like I said, like you're going on the 40,
Mm-hmm.
right, it's Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
You go over.
Can you describe it to the viewers?
Okay, so you know how you're going on the 40? Okay,
It's
so,
a bit. It's a bridge. It's a big bridge that's in the middle of like the water.
yeah,
And then it's like the land that's around the water. It's kind of like it's
exactly.
low down there. Let's
All
get
around Vaudreuil, Vaudreuil-Dorion, those areas, those houses, they're on the water, and they flood all the time. I was actually there. I saw a house flooded in 2020.
Oh my God! So this is
Oh,
happening
yeah,
every
yeah.
day.
Well, it happens pretty much.
Okay, let's see.
You
Look,
just need to people prepare. You know.
let's see property in. Where do I go? Realtor.
Yeah.
I wonder how much property is there, because if you're getting fucked like this every 2 years or whatever, every year,
Yeah.
they can't charge. Is that a mill? 1.3 mil?
That's 1.3 million. Yeah, but the other thing is, these are separated houses on the water. Like,
They look good.
dude, they look good. They look good,
Yeah, but like,
and the architects know about this, and they always prepare for it. And they build a higher up foundation and downward sloping, but the fact is that it just comes in harder than they expect.
this is
It's not every single house that floods, but some of them do, unfortunately, and so it's a little bit rough.
it's a pretty big house. Or
I
is
mean,
it?
it's 1.4 million.
I can't tell if this is like
Wow, it's really nice.
This is pretty big,
Yeah, it's giant.
but I can't tell. If, oh yeah, this is like one lot.
But if you see it, if you by the water, you'll see what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And if you pass by in the summer, you'll see that they're full of sandbags. Like literally, they literally just put sandbags.
How can we like select it like based on the map?
Well, if you go on Centrist, I know there's a map view. I don't know Realtor.
Centrist?
Yeah.
I never use Centrist.
There you go. That one. This is probably the best.
Do you ever go looking on property just for fun?
Yeah.
How often?
Not that often, but
Okay.
uh,
Île Tourte.
yeah, or just Vaudreuil de Rion.
I know Vaudreuil, so this is in Vaudreuil.
Well, it's like
Past.
Vaudreuil. You know what I'm saying? It's like the area.
Because I want to see how much is land in this water area, flooding area.
I don't think you searched though.
Honestly, whatever. But the point is,
Anyway, yeah, the point is, that's what we're getting. We're starting to get like these torrential tropical rainstorms
oh, I hate
that have never,
I hate tropical weather.
you don't like tropical weather?
Well, every time I go to like what?
I don't know. I'm feeling you're about to say some bullshit. What do you mean?
Every time I use Stream Studio.
Okay.
No, I the look you gave me. But I fucking hate tropical weather. Every time I go to the botanical garden.
Okay.
Okay, and the other day
Like
I went to the.
humidity?
Yeah, I hate the
Yeah,
humidity.
yeah.
You walk out of
It's
there
like
feeling
Florida,
like a
man.
wet piece of shit. And then fucking, I was in goddamn the Central Park Zoo, which was pretty
The
nice.
Central Park Zoo?
Yeah, I went to the Central Park Zoo.
Wow.
I was a little disappointed because I didn't see any lions and made me feel like Madagascar fucking lied to us. There's no hippos. There's no lions.
Wait a minute.
I saw a bear.
There was a bear?
There's two bears, grizzly bears.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
One of them was taking a shit and the other one was taking a piss
Okay.
at the same time.
Well, that's good.
It was a beautiful sight. I was like,
I'm glad
this
you
is.
got to see that. You went all the way there just for that.
Yeah. No, honestly, Central Park is huge.
Yeah,
It's the same designer as the guy who made Mont Royal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's huge and it's a lot more like terrainy, very mountainy kind of vibe. But yeah, so we went to the Central Park Zoo, just me and my dad because we were there, and honestly, like it's pretty small. There's like these seals that came out and they're like clapping their hands.
Okay, I see. Hold on.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was all this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just a park. To be honest with you.
No, Central Park
Like
is
maybe they
huge.
serve pretzels and hot dogs. I feel like that's like
They do that. But
cool.
you never watch Madagascar?
Yeah, dude. Ellie and I just watched the first, second, and third. Don't ask why, but the second and third are just like,
Dog shit.
yeah, you just want to.
No, the second one was
You want to
good.
jump off Pont Ile des
What about the second? The second one was I like them big.
No, so
I like them
bad.
chunky.
Come on, that was maybe the only good scene. Ellie liked that scene.
I remember it being good though,
No, dude, you remember wrong.
because there's like the
It was
bad.
bad.
It's pretty much just a ripoff of Lion King, right? It's like
And
this.
then you ever seen that movie when we were kids? That movie never went anywhere, but it was called like The Wild.
No,
Dude, Google The Wild, like
The
just
Wild.
The Wild movie.
but you don't remember Madagascar one where they're in Central Park Zoo,
Like, do you remember this movie, bro? 2006.
dude. This looks dog shit.
It is. I'm not saying it was good, but this was literally like ripped off Madagascar. Dude, and it's the exact same thing. They're in New York. They're in a zoo. They break out. Like, dude, like
Bro, it has a goddamn what's it called?
giraffe.
A
The
giraffe?
main guy is a lion.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And dude, look. This came out in 2006. Okay, pull up Madagascar.
Oh,
Pull up Madagascar
Madagascar.
movie. What year did it come out?
Dude, I'm pretty sure 2006.
Probably the same year. Not the country.
2005.
2005. So Madagascar comes out. These people say, you know what?
They made a lot of money. We got to do
Do
our own.
money.
This is like the Truth Social.
Yeah, literally.
The Wild is the
To
Truth
Twitter.
Social.
To
But
Twitter, bro.
yeah, man. Oh my God.
Anyway,
Dude, Madagascar was good though.
like, look, the first one was good and nostalgic, and yeah,
King
I
Julian.
respect it. I respect it.
Oh, we saw lemurs there. We saw lemurs.
Oh,
We
you
saw
saw lemurs?
There's penguins. There
Oh,
was
the penguins are cool.
yeah. There's
Probably my favorite animal, I think.
lemur.
Penguins.
Oh, penguins.
Yeah.
You look like a penguin. I'm
Thanks.
just kidding. Penguins are fucking tall.
It's all. Yeah.
You look like the penguins with the blonde hair.
Oh, the emperor penguins.
Are they called emperor? I thought they're called Cheeto penguins.
Cheetah penguins? Oh, and I don't know my penguins then.
Cheetos.
Cheetos?
no,
That's
blonde.
Madagascar.
You know, actually they look like Trump.
I thought
Honestly,
they're emperor penguins.
look at this guy.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that does look like Trump's hairstyle.
What are they called? These penguins?
I think it's emperor, bro.
Emperor.
Unless those are just the classic. Okay,
Oh, these
those
are-
just the classic.
These are
penguins.
good-looking penguins. though.
Yeah, dude, those are the good.
What do you think the MSRP
And the baby
is?
penguins, like the baby emperor penguins.
Oh,
adorable.
they're adorable.
Probably the cutest things in the world.
Dude,
Oh,
what do
dude,
you
look
think
at that
the
thing.
MSRP is if you want to adopt one or like buy
Bro.
one? Like Mike Tyson, let's say he's like, man, I just want to buy a fucking penguin, bro.
I mean,
I want a fucking penguin. With
you
my
gotta
tiger."
get someone to like go all the way out there. Like, it's kind of fucked up to do that. You know what I mean? Because you're taking it from its like family, which is kind of fucked.
What if you bought a whole
But, like-
squad of penguins and you installed it into like?
Dude,
Because when you go to the biodome, when was the last time you went there?
a few months ago.
It's like pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they have like a big. And they all seem pretty happy.
I mean, dude, they're chilling. You know, they're not
Dude.
dying. You know.
Dude, that's the thing. They're not getting killed by seals. They get fed. They're like penguins that are on like an all-inclusive resort.
But then it's like on a philosophical level, you know, like obviously they can't think that deep, but like because like we kind of do, like what's the purpose? What's their purpose of living? To entertain? Like that's kind of fucked.
To fuck and have kids and like
But do we even let them?
And
Like, what
live.
if the zoo can't, have?
I think they
that?
do, bro. There's little baby penguins and like, they have their own things there. It's a community.
It's a community.
It
yeah,
is a
I guess.
community.
But it's like you have no purpose in your life other than to entertain people,
Dude, what is a penguin's
And just
purpose
sit there.
outside of like
to live.
to live?
Their nature. There's nature. What's nature's purpose? Right? Like it's also like to
But
live and to die.
Do
Like,
penguins
you
serve us
have a
like
duty
well not
to
us.
die.
The penguins serve because like you could say what's the purpose of humans
Right.
if we're just destroying the planet? Right?
Well, that's a good point. The purpose of planet. Well, then maybe to inhabit other planets. Then
What if we destroy that planet? So we're just going and destroying the
Others.
planets?
right? Technology is exponential.
No, but my
The
point.
time it'll take us to get to Mars will be nothing. Will be huge in comparison to the time it'll take us to get to the next planet.
I think just like penguins,
You know what I'm saying?
you like I see what you're saying, but like philosophically, like these penguins, man, they're chilling, they're having fun,
Yeah, I see what you're
They're
saying.
getting
In the
fed.
grand scheme, it's like count yourself lucky, buddy.
these penguins are basically like these Quebecois
Well, like-
guy. It's like a Quebecois guy you just dropped that in Cuba for like their whole life,
I mean, it's not a bad time. It's not a
They're
bad
just
time.
like shit.
You feed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not a bad time.
It's not a bad time at all,
It's not a bad time.
but
There's been worse things.
they're not productive penguins.
They're not productive penguins.
They're not.
That's the thing. Like you have a duty to nature. The penguin has a job, right? Like he never got assigned it.
Yeah.
But nature assigned the job to him. And his job was, if he's a good penguin with good genes, was to live on and spread his genes. And if he had bad genes, his job, frankly, was to die. And that's what he has to do. And now you just
What about penguin
kinda-
equality, Charles? Huh?
We don't have that. There's no such thing. There's no penguin equality.
You think some penguins are
Equality
less
is a
equal than
privilege.
other penguins?
Yes.
How could you say that?
I swear to God.
You're
I
gonna
mean
get
that.
canceled.
I cancel me. That's 100% true. It's 100% true. If you had a penguin with one leg,
Oh yeah.
buddy, I'm
Be a
like,
pirate penguin.
I'll take you in. I'll take you in. You can come live here. No, seriously, I would because it would break my heart.
You take a penguin to St. Leo?
I would do what I do. What I
Dude, if you
like
get that
to-
penguin, you gotta get like a chain.
would have in my bathtub.
You gotta dress up like Tony Soprano.
a big chain.
Yeah.
That'd be sunglasses.
Yeah.
That'd be a good time.
Oh my
You'd be
god.
like a Canadian Italian penguin,
I gotta look up. Like,
first of his kind, and maybe we start a new breed.
dude, if you think about it though.
I'm gonna salami on a ride.
Yeah. Salami on ride. Yeah. Oh my god. These penguins though, they're so funny. Like at the biodome, they just like stand there, and then there's like this tall human
Yeah.
being, and they all stand there, like this, and there's like,
I know.
they're like
I
waiting
know.
to get fed.
Dude, it's amazing to think about. Exactly. There you go. A mafia penguin.
Mafia penguin.
A mobster, bro.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Oh shit. I wouldn't mess with
Penguins look hard though.
Dude,
don't
they
they?
are, they are hard.
They're your
bro.
favorite?
They look a little bulletproof too.
They look like
Beef.
they look fat.
They
but-
got a lot of fat.
yeah.
I mean, you're in like harsh temperatures.
Dude, would you ever try penguin meat?
No. No.
You don't think it'd be like chicken meat?
No. I like you got to draw the line there. Like, come on.
Dude, I'm sure some Inuit. Is that okay to say Inuit? I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay to
okay.
say. That's what they are.
Penguin meat, bro. We're looking at penguin meat. It looks pretty good.
So fucked up. I don't even want to look at that. It's
Really?
so good though.
That's
fucked up.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
Look, you
That's
want to buy it in
penguin.
packs, bro? You want to buy it in bulk?
Oh my god.
Penguins, Eds, or is this just like I don't know.
That's just terrible.
This is penguin prosciutto.
Yeah. And there you have it. I wouldn't eat penguin because it's like, oh.
What
I
is
would just
this?
feel
Is
bad,
that a
man.
penguin?
I also don't want to like support that. Like, come on, man.
I feel you. I
What are
feel you.
doing? Like, look.
Do you think you're gonna ever stop eating meat? And do you think they're gonna like make us stop eating meat?
I don't think they'll stop us from eating meat. I think, if anything, we'll be forced to stop eating meat because of like climate change.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as to say like, I would like stop. If I stop, I'm not like opposed. I'm not like a diehard like carnivore. Like I need fucking meat. Like it's not like that. But there needs to be a substitute before I can say like, yeah, I can drop it. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to
Yeah.
get your protein from somewhere. And so
So here's
if we got to a point where
Yeah.
it was as accessible, yeah, I probably would.
so okay. So this weekend when I went to New York,
York,
and
yeah.
the family friend I was talking to you about, so he owns like a food company, like, and they distribute their food to like restaurants, some like Quebec, whatever, grocery stores, because they have good products, from like France and all of these places. And he's telling me the people that make Beyond Meat, they're based out of like I think Sweden, and like the way they get the flavors, right? Because like you have like a
lot of
shitty
sodium.
you have a shitty thing, like because the problem with these foods, these vegan foods, is that they don't have any taste, so they have to get some guy from Sweden, this
Flavoring.
company, to make it flavor. But guess what? All that flavor and all that stuff, it's all like it's not good for you. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
It's like Doritos and stuff that they put. So eating vegan,
sodium.
eating these vegan things is not like necessarily better for you. You know what I
No,
mean?
But it's
Because they're adding a bunch of these like flavors that are not natural
100%.
to make it taste like a meat.
Yeah. 100%. Absolutely. It's definitely not better for you. It's better, if you choose, a vegan diet, it's like, hey, it's perfect. Oh, alcohol. It's great. You get to follow your diet and everything. But it's not necessarily better for you.
Mhm.
I don't think that that's what they're pitching to you either. Maybe that's what they're like marketing it as.
What?
Like that it's like better for you than like meat.
But this is the thing, and
I
it's
think
more
it's also, like-
expensive, and you don't feel full afterwards. I don't know about you, but I don't feel full.
I feel full after.
You feel full?
I, for one, like I genuinely enjoy Beyond Meat. Like I think it's good.
I thought you eat better, or you don't eat them because
Well,
you sold
what-
their stock.
Well, yeah, that too. But also, it's like that's not readily available. Like whereas like this, you can go to like any kind of restaurant and they have like Beyond Meat on like in stock.
So you'll go out of your way to eat Beyond Meat food.
I wouldn't go out of my way, but like
How often do you eat it? Oi! Oh my god!
oh, I'm telling you, bro. They actually fired the entire board of directors, and so it's a whole new board of directors now.
Oh my
Everyone
god!
that was on the company got booted. Even the people that started the company.
Okay, for people who don't know, me and Charles. Well, Charles he told me, get into this company. It's the best company in the world.
That's
Very-
not what I said.
Very good food
Not what I
company.
said.
And he said, "Oh, it's a good price. Buy it at I think I bought it like $4 and something. I don't know, $4.80.
No, it was no.
I know
Cheaper than that.
$4.50. I bought it. Let's say I bought it at $4.50.
But the problem that they had is that they expanded into China, and especially when recessions come along, you don't expand, and they never really understood that. They had bad management, so I think it's good that they now went ahead and fired the board of directors. Long story short is that never really panned out. To answer your question,
But wait,
how
I gotta
often-
talk. So I bought it for $4.50. and like, look, I'm not blaming Charles for this because obviously I could do my own research and stuff. I mean, and it seemed pretty good on paper. But 4.35, let's say I got it. Okay, it's at 39 cents now, and I bought a couple shares, man. I bought more than a couple. You took a big L too.
How low did you sell?
At like $1 and something, so it's not as bad as it could have been.
It
But
is what it is, bro. It's not that bad
it's pretty.
in the grand scheme.
So I don't
So
know.
all
I don't
this to
fuck with
say-
these vegan stocks, man.
Dude, hey, come on. Don't let that like cloud your judgment. Look, at the end of the day, there's definitely a future in it, and you know, is it going to be hard? Sure, it's going to be hard. Like, you're asking the entire population to switch their diet like bun chunks. You know what I'm saying? But it's good that at least we're starting to move towards that being an option. You know, and that's kind of what society needs. As long as it's an option. If it's not an option at all, then we're screwed. You know, and then yeah, they're going to force you to stop eating meat. But if companies come out with new foods and they kind of expand and they can see like, what do you like? Well, what don't you like? Okay, well, we work on the price, right? Like economies of scale. Eventually it becomes cheaper. This is how we enact change, you know? So it's a good thing. In the grand scheme, I don't see how you can argue that it's not, you know?
I don't say it's not a good thing. I just think the problem with these companies is that they're overcharging for something that's like a substitute, but that doesn't necessarily taste better. You know what I mean? It's like, why would I pay more? It's like you're paying more to be kind and save the planet. But a lot of people don't have that attitude. They don't really, you know, I mean, I have that attitude, but then again, I'm like, fuck Tim Hortons. I'm not going to pay that. Like me buying this thing isn't going to do anything. You know, this is like a micro step. Unless they ask me, you know, it's like these little, obviously you could shower less. You could do these little things in your own life to help the environment. But I don't think paying an extra $3 at Tim Hortons is going to change the world for everybody who does it.
I see what you're saying.
You know, to me, it's almost like the same argument as like,
well, it's
people
also like,
like
if you're vegan, like you're gonna, you know,
yeah,
like that's the thing. Like you're going to. You ever try to buy like almond milk? Like almond milk is expensive. It's also bad for the environment. You know?
Almond milk is cheaper than regular milk, bro.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
Almond milk?
Well, I get oat milk actually.
I don't know about oat milk, but I can tell you almond milk is definitely not cheaper.
You think so?
I'm like, I know so.
Why?
Because it's almonds, and almonds are expensive, and it takes like it takes so much water. I think it takes
That's
gallons
a health thing though, because like almond milk is like, oh, like, you know, if I drink milk, I'll fart a lot, and you know, I'll get a gut, you know. So I'm gonna get almond milk, you know.
But the cost to process milk versus the cost to process almond milk, like it's like uncomparable. One you literally milk from a cow, and the other you have to go out and get your almond, bring it to your facility, take all this water, mesh them together, process it down. Like there's no way.
But I agree.
There's no way.
Also, like the thing is, like,
price of milk is fixed.
I'd rather get that because it's healthier, and you know,
it's more natural.
It's more natural.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
Almond milk. I'd rather have almond milk than milk. Actually, I wouldn't, but
I understand.
I could see what, because I used to drink almond milk a little bit, but I switched to oat milk. But my point is, I'll do that, no problem. But I won't do that at like getting vegan food, Beyond Meat or whatever, you know? I mean, I've tried good restaurants like Vivre is a good one, but like Beyond Meat, like I'm not going to pay extra to have like this not that great thing, you know? You know what I mean? I just don't see that the same as almond milk.
I see what you're saying. There are times where I genuinely believed like look, man, like I love steak and everything. I like meat, but like I genuinely think like Beyond Meat like is pretty good, you know?
You think it's good?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never tried it.
What? This whole time you're talking to me, you've never even tried it? Bro, well then that changes everything.
I mean,
you gotta try it.
Steak version.
Oh, steak version. No, I don't think there is a steak version.
The one I have tried,
okay,
is the one that is with
the burger,
the Timatin.
Okay, those are I had those ones. They were not very
They're
good.
pretty shit, right?
You could buy them in the grocery store.
Yeah,
you just pop them on the grill.
But I'd rather.
The other thing is you don't really have to worry about it. Like, not that this.
Look, I'll try it for you just for the sake of this podcast.
No, you should. It's very good.
But, you know,
I swear to God, bro. Like, look, when we ordered those burgers, they were pretty good.
Which burgers?
Like from this company.
Did I have any? I remember but that was from Very Good Food Company.
That's what I'm saying. They were good, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same thing.
But that's not beyond. I'm just kidding. I'm not
No,
gonna go.
it's pretty much the same taste.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like a slight difference, you know. But
Let's ask Liam what he thinks about it.
I texted him. He hasn't answered me.
You want to try him again?
I'll try him again.
We'll try him again. This guy's got to answer. We are at 59 minutes of the podcast. 59 minutes in. I want to tell you guys.
He's not. You see, it's sending. I think he's on a flight or something.
No.
Yeah.
He's definitely not on a flight.
Oh, it says sending.
It's a work day. I would use my phone. Can I just?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I have the answers. You don't have the answers. So it didn't let you call him at all? Did you call him on a FaceTime Messenger?
Mm-hmm. Messenger and FaceTime. And it's never happened to me before. But it's like it's not even, his phone's not even on.
Let's switch the camera. Oh, sorry. Let's switch the camera to this camera here. Strain. Okay. And we'll try calling him off here. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see what's going on. I hear the.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see what happens. Because I called him earlier. It says delivered.
Maybe it's just my phone. Maybe?
I'm not sure. What do you think he's doing at 9:20 right now?
Calling his girlfriend, maybe?
It's true. Oi. Well, that's a shame because I wanted him to be on the pod.
That's okay. You should be in town in a bit, so we'll do it in person.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
guess we could
better.
do that. But anyway, Stream Studio is really good. I love it. You know, I'm using it right now. Honestly, probably one of the best platforms I've ever used. It's better than the Xbox and PlayStation, you know, because it's more entertaining to talk than to consume video games. And honestly, if you're very smart like me and Charles, then, you know, you should love Stream Studio. Stream Studio is amazing. You should go on their website, stream.studio, and start your podcast today. And if you're a smart person, like, go for it. What you see this? I just switched my camera. You know, I'm bringing it to Charles. I'm using my. You can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. Okay, right, Charles?
Right.
You're working at a bank. Why is that? Because you downloaded Stream Studio.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So get Stream Studio. Get it today. You'll love it. It's absolutely bonkers. On a real note, though, it's actually really good. But yeah. All right. Well, it's sad that we didn't get Liam on the show, but I think I don't know if you want. We can keep it going if you want.
It's up to you. What else would you want to discuss? We talked about a wide range of topics.
We could talk about. See, now we're like beating a horse. You know, you kind of want to. I don't know. I'm trying to think. That's why I feel like Liam would have added some spark to the thing. You know.
Mm.
You want to try calling him off your phone?
I tried.
Maybe he's dodging my calls.
I tried. In the meantime, why don't you tell us about your favorite thing about Stream Studio?
Stream Studios. My favorite thing about Stream Studio is it's based out of Miami, and it's like super easy to use. No, but actually, New York. I was in New York this weekend, and New York is.
See?
I kind of had like some fear going into New York. Not fear. I mean, I was just like a little. Like, you know, everyone's talking about New York. The crime's up. You know, everything is like going crazy in New York. You know, you want to stay out of New York, and I was like, okay, maybe we're gonna have to take some precautions or whatever going in. But honestly, like, it was not bad at all. It was really not bad. Really,
Good.
there's no. I wasn't like, you know. They're like, oh, don't take the subway in New York, but fucking like, you know, it's like there's nothing. I mean, obviously you'll get some cases. It's a big city.
It's definitely dangerous. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
dangerous, but it was a nice time. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the city?
I did enjoy the city. I
Did you prefer
enjoyed.
it over Toronto.
I don't know about that. I mean, there's definitely a lot more charm, and it's cooler than Toronto. There's a lot more to discover and to do in New York. It's definitely a better city, hands down. But I don't know about living because it's very expensive. If I could live
Dude,
there,
it's insanely expensive. I was looking at apartments there.
yeah,
Bro, it's insane. It's like $2,000 for like a room.
and it's a little
And
shit
it's
box.
US dollars, you know? It's a little shit box, you know?
That's the thing. I mean, it is a great city. I feel like if
Yeah,
I were
but
to
you better
live
have
there,
one hell of a salary, man.
if I were to live
You know.
there, I would live in New Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
What my family friends did, they took basically they lived in New Jersey, but it's right on the other side of the island, and they take a ferry every day, which is 10 minutes to work every day. It's a little boat, goes back and forth, and that fucker goes so fast. It's like, you know,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So I mean, it's a better substitute, and I think it's a little cheaper. It's definitely not that much cheaper because it's like right in front of the city, and you have that opportunity. But it's a lot more quiet and peaceful. New Jersey.
Yeah, I've never been to Jersey.
It felt great because I was driving through and I was like, I kept playing the Sopranos theme song, and I was like,
Classic.
This small and in.
You got to.
Yeah, man.
As you're going on the highway.
Yeah.
The signs.
It's very it's getting developed, but it looks like it did in the show. It doesn't seem like people have obviously some parts. Maybe I didn't go to all the parts, but
yeah,
it doesn't look like Toronto or anything like that. But New York, there's a lot of new towers up there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money in New York.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Did you go to like the financial district or anything or no?
Not this time. Time. But yeah, there's a movie I want to watch with you. It's called Wall Street. You ever heard of Wall Street?
The movie?
It's an old movie, yeah. Like the 1980s movie. It's Charlie Sheen and Michael Douglas.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Wall Street. And it's apparently like a lot of it is just about how like
Wall Street bets.
not Wall Street bets. I don't know. It's very interesting, like the synopsis of the movie. It has like a Goodfellas kind of like vibe to it. Look,
Oliver Stone.
it's a Goodfellas poster kind
Oh
of.
my God, that is literally the Goodfellas poster.
Yeah,
Wow.
apparently it's a great movie. It's all about. It's kind of like about the old guys like stockbrokers and then the new generation. So like the new generation was all about like doing coke and booze and like strippers or whatever.
Yeah,
And
not
the
so much now. Not so much now.
I think it's the 80s, like the Wolf of Wall Street kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But you don't think they still do that type of stuff now?
They definitely do, but it's not like what you'd see in like the Wolf of Wall Street.
A young
I can guarantee you.
A young and impatient stockbroker is willing to do anything to get to the top, including trading on illegal inside information taken through a ruthless and greedy corporate raider who takes the youth under his wing. So I guess this is the guy.
Interesting. Oh my God, look at Charlie Sheen. Man.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
80s New York. Yeah. Looks like a good movie, eh?
Yeah, we'll watch it. We'll
Yeah.
watch it.
It was yeah, it looks good. But anyways, New York was good. Definitely gonna go back sometime. We should go together one day, Oh, yeah. It's like right on our border,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not far, eh?
Yeah.
This weekend I went to there was like Saint Jean Baptiste, and I went to like this like a coworker had like a party.
Yeah.
I guess
House
And
party?
It was like a house party. It was in Magog.
Oh, Eastern Townships, beautiful.
Beautiful, man. The house was like at the top of this mountain, and you can see all the way to Vermont, and you'd see Vermont, and there were windmills, and like those windmills were in Vermont,
Really?
But like, it was clear as day, it was insane. And you
So
also
green.
saw, what's that like ski hill everyone skis at?
Not sure.
Oh man,
Magog?
Victor would know. Victor would know.
Magog.
It's like
oh, it's in
no,
Vermont.
it's not. Yeah. It's oh, dude, it's on like the tip of my tongue.
Ski Hill?
Yeah.
Killington?
Stowe.
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 I think it's Stowe. Stratton,
Yeah, I want to say Stowe.
Woodstock.
Anyway, if it comes to me, I'll let you know. But it might be Stowe. Anyway, just to say, yeah, it was really, really nice.
Mm.
It was cool to like actually just be able to see past our border, you know?
Yeah, man. Vermont's so small compared to New York.
Mm-hmm.
New York's huge, man.
Yeah.
It's a big state.
Did you drive down? You flew?
We drove down.
Okay, cool.
It's 5.5 hours to get to the city.
Oh, wow.
It's very green, beautiful, like going down there. Same with Eastern Townships. It was like,
Yeah.
so how was it for you? Like, what'd you guys do? Did you go just
It was good.
Did you go for just for the night?
We went just for the night, yeah. And we just kind of hung out and lit fireworks. That was insane, bro. Dude, the guy bought like $600 worth of fireworks, man.
Wow.
And he just let them rip, and one of them like backfired and hit a girl in the face.
Oh.
Yeah, and we have it on video, and she's filming, and so it comes at her.
Oh my
I'll
god.
send it to you.
Why don't you show me right now?
I don't have it. I could text my coworker though,
Oh my god.
but I'm not gonna get it in time, so I'll show you after. But it explodes on her, and she ended up being okay, but
That's
she got like a bunch of like déblurs on and like burn marks, and so we kind of taped her up, and
Oh
she
my
was good to
God.
go.
Fuck.
Gave her some gin, and she was all right. So that was that, and that was very interesting.
You have a good time?
I had a good time. Sleeping kind of sucked. I had to sleep in my car, bro.
Really?
My car.
Why didn't you sleep in the house?
It's too many people, bro.
Really?
Oh my god, couldn't find anywhere. So Ellie and I had to sleep in the car. And,
Oh, you and Ellie went. Nice, nice.
and there was this guy, another coworker who is from Alberta, and so he came down. Dude, the guy doesn't speak a lick of French, and everyone here is French, you know. So the whole time he's like sticking with me because he doesn't understand what anyone's saying,
Oh,
you know. It's crazy how different culture is out in Alberta than in here, you know.
yeah.
Like just seeing him,
It's more country kind of vibe.
It's more country. It's more like American kind of vibe, you know.
Mhm.
He's got like an accent,
American accent or like Canadian?
like Canadian American accent.
Because Jordan Peterson like is from Alberta, and
Yeah.
you know he kind of sounds
Okay.
like it's like
It's like, well, no.
it's like well yeah, but no.
Yeah, no, it's not quite like that, but
Did he
it was
sound
still
like Jordan
interesting to
Peterson?
see.
He didn't
no,
sound like
no. He was like this big guy with like a really small head.
He looks like a
It's
farmer.
funny. Yeah, he looks like a farmer. Really nice dude. Shout out to Sam, if ever he watches this. Really, really nice. And yeah, he didn't understand any French, like not one word.
So how did he talk? Did he talk to anybody other than you?
No, he would like speak English, and like sometimes people would try to like speak to him.
Was
but,
that
like,
tough?
I had to like translate
Because you were trying to talk to French to other people, and he's like hovering
It
around.
was
you.
definitely like a little bit tough, but it was fine. Like, put yourself in his shoes. It's kind of tough, you know. You're at a party, no one speaks your language. Like, people are.
He
speaking,
came all the
you
way
don't
down
even
for the
know what to
party?
make up. No. He came down for the week.
Oh.
He went to F1. He came to see like the office and the other interns and everything like
Okay.
that. And then like he also stayed. Like he also came out. To
So
that
you
party.
guys, when you work, like, do you speak to him in English when you work?
Everybody, yeah. You have to, dude. He doesn't understand a single word.
But I thought you guys work in French.
I know. That's why it's super hard, right? Like it's hard
How
to
did he
find
get the job?
He like applied. Like look, like his dad is kind of an IA.
Oh, he's connected, kind
it's
of.
connected, you know. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe with everyone there.
Hmm.
That is what it is. But all very, very nice people, and yeah, had a good time. And that was pretty much it.
It's cool, man. I like the Eastern Townships. We got to do something all together.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you for coming down. Thanks for listening to the podcast. And if you liked it, then keep listening. And yeah,
I'll have to do it again on episode 18. I'll be back.
awesome.
All right.
Episode 18, Charles. You'll be back.
All right, sounds good.
Alrighty,
Ciao.
ciao. The Cheyenne Show. All right.
Nice, man.